Hey, afternoon. Just got back off the water at the Delta, and I thought I'd go over my some mods I did to my PWR 129 and give you like a 6-month review. I've had it for about 6 months now. So see, I think I'll start in the front. The biggest deal I did was I moved the 50 amp battery for the graph and for the live scope, and I moved it from the back to the front. So little this is from a little plastic storage container, and I went ahead and I E6000, some little angle brackets I made. Got a little strap in here. I don't travel with it, so I don't use the strap all that much. You don't need it. And then the Yak Power controller used to be behind this plate. I put that on this plate. I actually made a new plate here, and I got the Garmin Live Scope, same position, but I made the plate a little wider. It's the 1/4 inch ABS. So that's the biggest improvement I did there, because what that did, it gave me full access to carry more tackle in the 1313 black pack. So anyway, just it's better. It kind of puts the weight up front a little bit more too. I think it helps with the speed a little bit. So I did that. Mounted the graph straight to the bridge, which I get a lot of questions on the bridge. It's 29.5 inches. It's 1.5 by 1.5 extruded aluminum. You can get it on Amazon. I got a buddy works at a metal recycling facility, gave it to me. These brackets right here, 3.5 inches tall. My buddy modded these up for me. It's similar to ones you can get at Boondock sells them. I got those on with the Yak Attack track nuts here, a little loose. It's 29.5. I can probably get away with, I'll probably cut it down to 26. It's not in the way at 29.5. You can see it works out pretty well. What else I did? I think I did this in a similar post up, but this, I got this idea off another guy on YouTube. So just these Yak track packs, this work out really well. So I got this mounted to the bottom tray. Let's see. Oh, and one thing I did on the pod is I did extend the transducer. That's 1 inch. Still clears the trailer and then bottom of the boat, good 1/2 inch. So did that. That seems to work well. I don't know. I really can't tell too much of a difference on it on the graph. Added to my back kayak cushion. I always had the bottom one. These are awesome. Let's see. I think you've already seen the battery box, pretty much the same. Anyway, that's the 12 volt 100 amp hour Dakota lithium. I will say you don't need that big a battery. I've ran tournaments all day long. Now I don't travel forever, but I still come back with, like, I think the lowest I've come back is 60% for a whole 8 hours on the lake doing a tournament fishing. So anyway, it's super efficient. I mean, 4.6 miles an hour if you wanted to keep it wide open throttle, but I don't. I usually cruise around 4 miles an hour. So anyway, it seems to last forever. I'd probably just stay with the, if you could save a little money on the 80 amp would probably be the minimum I'd go. But all right, so 6-month review of this PWR 129 from Bonafide. Start with the good. Stability, standing up and fishing is amazing on this boat. Putting the spot lock in a heading position and just casting along the bank, or having spot lock is just awesome. Catching a fish, you don't even think about tipping over in this boat. Speed, it's quick. 4.6 wide open throttle, fully loaded boat. I'm 6'1", 180 pounds. You know, it just glides through the water. Paddling, it's very efficient in the water. It just glides, and then, you know, it looks badass. Looks like a small battleship. So yeah, I mean, it's got the riggability of this thing. They just, you know, you've seen all the reviews, they just thought it all out. You know, all these plates, you know, be able to wire it up and not drill holes in your boat. That's just awesome. The bad, I don't know that bad. I just say, you know, it's narrow, so you're limited in how much stuff you can carry. I carry too much stuff. So, but if you're somebody that wants to carry the whole everything in the kitchen sink, you know, and maybe, you know, maybe not the right boat for you. But I'm 6'1", 180 pounds, like I said, and plenty of room for me. I mean, I'm trying to minimize the wind. It is sit higher in the water, so I mean, you know, and you're sitting higher, so it does have the wind kind of pushes around a little bit. But you know, you got spot lock with the XI3, so that makes a big difference. And then trailering, you know, the trailer would be a downfall if you'd like to put in back of your truck. It is 12'9", so I you know, I have a Chevy Colorado, so it's a short bed. I do have a bed extender I can get put in the back of it, but sometimes it's nice to be able to just toss in the back of your truck and go. So that's kind of a bummer. I do have a Yak Attack cart for it. Don't use it too much though. But trailering is nice, and it does save your back. And you know, my trailer's kind of tournament ready, so I have all my gear, my fishing poles and stuff in there. So it is kind of nice. And then I guess the last thing I would say would be the FOMO of there's no pedals. So still kind of working on that, but you know, I've never had a problem with the XI3, knock on wood. So you know, every once in a while I get way out in the middle of nowhere and hope I don't have to paddle home, but it's like I said, it's never left me stranded. So, but I mean, I don't know if it's really a bad thing or whatever, but that's just kind of stuff I think about every once in a while. But other than that, it's a fantastic boat. So feel free to reach out to me if you got any questions, or if you're rigging up a new one, or if you have questions on your old one. I've rigged a couple boats, so kind of had some do's and don'ts. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you get a chance, please like and subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoy my content. Thanks.